All right. So, again, our big goal here, and of course, that resource of the Caregiver Grocery Guide. So, definitely check out that Life with Dysphagia webinar to learn more and to get the resource so that you have it and you can use it and you can share it with your caregivers. But the biggest piece is, how can we decrease caregiver burden? And then I think another takeaway that I bring into this is, how can we help the caregivers? And remember how people are always asking what they can do to help? That's another reason I created the Caregiver Grocery Guide. Because let's say they're not quite sure, etc., but it might be like, oh, you know what? In the prepared food section, do you think that you could grab me some mashed potatoes? Or do you think, they have this risotto kind of thing? Would you mind getting me that? So actually, next stop, I want to go to the desserts. So let's check that out next. And we're not all sweet people, but of course, it's always great to see desserts. And again, what levels could these be? So let me share. We are at the desserts. So, oh, I see the cannoli dip. Now that has chocolate chips in it, so that might be tough with having that extra texture in there, but I know you can get it without. And here are a bunch of cheesecakes. Those could fall into our level 6. Cutting those up into small bite size. Now, of course, I feel like you might argue with me, moisture. For sure, we might need to add a little extra moisture, and depending on their liquid restrictions as far as thickness possibly, that might be another component we have to consider, of course. And that's where we'll be providing education and why the caregiver guide is great, but you as the clinician, you know your patient, so I am definitely thinking with this, there's a small version and a larger version of this chocolate cream pie. Now, not the pearls, but that inside could definitely be a level 4 for puree. So, and I would enjoy that too. I'm thinking with this cherry here, the cherry filling, and then definitely with the whipped cream, that could fall into, and maybe we could even make it into level 5 where we mince that fruit even more, but we can definitely have it at level 6 because of all that moisture there. So, and really with the cakes and things, I mean, we'd have to see with moisture as far as adding, but that level 6 where we cut it into pieces. Here's a nice red velvet cake as well. But just finding what eating behavior, what our patients enjoy, and finding a way to help them enjoy what they like. That goes back to that eating behavior component, of course, too. And what do people like? And then how can we find a way to make it the proper level or get them what they like, and of course, too, to decrease that burden with it. So thanks again for joining me on this adventure.